Welcome to the Billy Shultz Music Podcast.
Hey, buddy.
Yo, what's up, man? How are you?
Oh, fuck. Could be better.
Oh, no. What's going on, man? What's going on?
Like flu or something. I got a show on Saturday, too, and I'm just shit. Like the flu. I'm sort of bad. Like, it's not COVID, but it might as well be.
Dude, it's so funny you say that. I just got over something similar last week, and like I tested so many times and they all came back negative, but like,
yeah.
But it felt like it, like I did when I had COVID, you know?
Yeah, no shit. Just brutal. Yeah, it's stressing me out too. Cause it's like, fuck. Like I started getting sick on Monday, and then now it's like, I got a show on Saturday. It's fucking Thursday. I'm like, I better be.
Dude, I know. Are you like congested at all, or like any like sinus stuff?
Oh yeah, like can't even breathe, man.
Yeah, dude. When I had it too, like I couldn't sing really. Like and I was tired. Are you like super tired?
Yeah, just exhausted, bro.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, dude, thanks for doing this for me. If you're not feeling too hot, bro, we can reschedule again if you need it. Seriously, like.
No, it's good. I promise, it's good. I gotta be somewhere at 3, but I'm good to chat for sure.
Dope. Yeah, I mean, these Zoom limits these things now to only like 30 or 40 minutes anyway. So like, it'll be a quick chat. Just wanted to talk to you about your influences, your experiences. Just go ahead and like introduce yourself and like let anybody know who's watching. Who you are and where you come from. Cool.
Yeah, I'm Cam Whitcomb. I'm from Vancouver Island, BC, Canada. I was the top 20 finale finalist of American Idol season 20. But before then I wasn't really doing too much music stuff like American Idol, and then so now I'm trying to make it my career. I don't know.
I know you were telling me before that that American Idol found you, right?
Yeah, they actually found me. It's kind of started like I would, I always kind of sang, but I wasn't a good singer by any means. But then I started listening to like Tyler Childers, and then I'd like get home from work and like pour myself a tall glass of whiskey and like set up my camera and do like Tyler Childers karaoke stuff. And then a casting agent found me posting and then asked if I wanted to be on the show. I didn't think it was real, but it was, and then so on and whatever else.
And I can't remember, did you have to go through like a few auditions before the actual audition for the show?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I had to do it was like Zoom kind of auditions before you actually sing for the judges, and then whatever else.
And then when you but so beforehand you hadn't really you just kind of would sing for like yourself, friends and family. You didn't really have any formal like education and music or no vocal training whatsoever. I wasn't a singer. I was a better drummer than I was a singer. I've been a drummer for the past 8 years or whatever, but I wasn't ever a singer up until last year. Hell yeah. You ever play any gigs or any music, drums, like for any bands or anything?
I remember when I was 14, I had a little band, and we did my dad's friend something or other. And I had this piece of shit little drum kit, and then I think I broke a stick halfway through a song and I had no other sticks with me. And it was a shit show, but that's pretty much performance experience.
Hey, that's how it all starts. You know what I mean? That's where you get the experience from,
Yeah.
What was the Idol experience like? I mean, I'm sure it's been like kind of life changing, right? Like what was the entire experience like?
You learn a lot, and it was, luckily, like, Lauren Spencer Smith, she's doing really well for herself right now, but we grew up in the same town, so we were like buddies, and she was on the show, like I think season 17 or something. And she, so I called her when I was going on the show, and she basically said, like, Hollywood Week is terrifying, but it's like, it's amazing, right? It's crazy because you learn so much, right? There's like 180 of you there, all just trying to not go home, and it's like some of these people are just the most amazing. Most of these people are just the most amazing musicians, like can do all this crazy stuff. So, but like, you know, like there's so much you can take from it. Just always be asking questions, have your ears open, like just learn as much as you can. Cause even if it, you know, you don't make it top 20 or, you know, top 50, whatever, it's just, you know, just take as much as you can from the whole thing. It's amazing experience.
Absolutely. And for Hollywood Week, what makes it so terrifying? Is it just because there's so many musicians and is it just so super busy? Like you're just constantly moving, or what makes it that overwhelming?
Well, maybe terrifying isn't the right word, but it's definitely stressful, like extremely, like, but what's cool about it is that you get so close with these other contestants because you guys are all going through the same thing, you know, like it's like you guys trauma bond. Like it's nobody's going, I'm better than you. It's not like that, because, you know, you're all just trying to just be the best you can and helping each other out. There's no, you know, so it's just, yeah, which is cool. So there's a lot of support in that aspect, you know. All the other contestants are really great and whatever else. And so I don't know, man.
Who would you say that you got kind of the closest with while you're on the show?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know, man. It seems like I had my own little relationship with everyone and everybody, you know, to each other. It was like, I got real close with Ava for sure. Everybody knows that. Me and Fritz were good buddies and still are. And, but yeah, I loved everyone. Me and Cadence were really close for a bit. But yeah, you know.
Yeah, you kind of develop these relationships with pretty much everybody, it seems like, you know, because
Danielle. Oh yeah, I love Danielle to death. Nicolina. Yeah. Christian.
Nicolina's from Canada too, right? She's
killing it right now.
Obviously, if there's anything I ask you that you kind of like can't say or can't talk about or feel uncomfortable talking about, feel free to just let me know. But for the Idol experience, do you guys have like, are you guys like getting coaching from like vocal coaches and for the performances and everything? Like, what's that side of it like?
Yeah. So, Showstopper and App, you got vocal training. Yeah, vocal training every time. And which was all like, these guys are the best ever. Like seriously, the best vocal. Just really, really, really nice too. Felicia and Justin were my two people, and Nick for a bit. I should have really got some last names.
I'm sure, dude. I'm sure you're getting so much information at once, and it just feels like a whirlwind that like those little things just end up slipping through the cracks, I'm sure. Yeah,
no, they were just amazing. Like just, man, and that's another place I learned so much about singing and about music and whatever else is from those vocal coaches. They're amazing. And then coming up with the arrangements for the tunes and stuff. And they really let you have like lots of freedom when it came to like, you know, what you wanted to do with your arrangements. And like Leah, for instance, she was amazing. Like she had full control over basically everything that she was doing. It was like but she's just naturally really, really good at that. Like she just knew what she wanted to do and killed it every time.
Yeah, she gave off that vibe of like, because I mean, she'd been doing it her whole life pretty much too, right? So she gave off that vibe of like, she knows exactly what she wants her arrangement, her sound to sound like. So it's really cool that they gave you guys that creative freedom to be able to kind of give your input and kind of shape the performance the way that you wanted it to.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, that's the thing about American Idol that was really cool. I heard, I had a friend that was on The Voice, and apparently they don't get to choose their own songs or do any of that. We had a lot of freedom, you know.
That's awesome. Super important too, so you can feel comfortable, like you have, some sort of like say so in the music and, the kind of like identity that you're presenting on stage. So once after Idol, what was that like? Like once you left the show, did you notice like a huge change, or, I know that you're still focusing on music a lot. Do you have like, you're working on anything right now, or like, what's your home life like too? Like what's it been like after you got done?
So immediately after I got done, it was like a week or two of like, what the fuck just happened? Like, what happened? You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't even, it was impossible to just figure out what just happened with the past 6 months of my life. And boom, then it's over. And it's like, holy shit. And it's like, so I was like, okay. And then I went back to LA because I was like, I wanted to go see Danielle, and so I stayed like a week at Danielle's house, and I met with a potential manager and whatever else. And then I went back home, and then I was like, holy shit, like, I don't know how to set up gigs. I don't know if I have a full set to do, or I don't know how I would do all that. So it was like, it was like, nobody really prepared you for the post-Idol depression that on the couch, like, holy shit, and you're watching all your other friends and you don't know if they feel the same or whatever. But it's, we all talked, and it's like, that's what happened to everybody. It's like, you just couldn't believe what just happened to you. And it was over like that. And then, so yeah, so then it took a while for me to finally get my shit back together and kind of like, okay, yeah, like I can do this. Okay. And so then, I put set together. I went to Edmonton, and I wrote and produced three songs that I'm waiting to release. I'm not allowed to release them just yet, but they're going to be out sometime late August. I'm really stoked, actually. It came out really good. And it was really cool for me, too, because I've never, produced any music or like watched how it worked, and like, being in a studio and shit. And at first, it was a little difficult, like singing into a mic. And it was like, it was the worst. I didn't love it.
And I knew you wanted to rip a backflip in the studio at some point too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I love it.
I clipped the roof a lot of times doing backflips. I was on the BC ferries. It's like a ferry that takes me from Vancouver Island to Vancouver, vice versa, whatever. And some little kid walked up to me and asked me to do a backflip. And normally I won't do a backflip like all the time. Like if it's an adult, I'll be like, no, I'm not your fucking. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not your monkey here.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, but like, I was a little kid, so I did. But I ended up putting 2 holes through the ceiling. It was like drywall. It was like shitty, ceiling. And then I put 2 holes through it. I wrecked my boots, but I somehow managed to land it still.
You've had plenty of practice, so.
Yeah, but it was photo. Like I'll send you the photo after because it's really funny. But it's like there's 2 holes in the ceiling, like 2 shoe holes. I don't understand how it doesn't make sense in my head how I still landed on my feet after.
Right. But you got the gift, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even think like not land a backflip. Even if I tried, you know what I mean?
100%. Yeah, it's in your blood. The songs that you putting out, are you sticking in the like country genre?
Yeah, for the most part, like southern rock, country kind of thing. Not so much like pop country. I don't love that kind of stuff, but I do love I'm kind of like singer songwriter, southern rock country. It's hard to put a label on shit sometimes.
Sure. I mean, especially when you get in there, you start experimenting, it can kind of turn into, stuff that, what you didn't even really expect.
There's one of the songs that I wanted to make, like real old school kind of country, which I'm stoked on. But there's another one that's kind of like almost a ballad. It's weird. I don't know. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. I was just gonna say, when you're in the studio, like it kind of takes on a life of its own, and like there's been so many times where I went in with an idea and it turned into something that I had no idea, like totally different. And at first I was like, do I like this? And then as it grows on you, you're like, wow, this is the way it should sound, So was there a little bit of that kind of going on with you?
For sure, yeah. And like the more we messed with like, because we had the demos before I went up to Edmonton to like record the finished vocals and whatever, and so I had some time to think about what I wanted to do differently and all that. So when I got up there and then totally went in a different way sometimes, and we, you know, changed the key in some of the songs, and so it was like, it was really cool. It was really neat. And this guy, his name's Rob, and he's unreal. He's like 68 years old though, right? So it's just me and him, and we're like, and he's just been doing this forever. He's just, but like really cool, like just a really cool guy too. I like those old guys, man. Those old guys are the best. Like if I ever, you know, start a band, which I'm hoping to do soon, like I just want it to be like old guys that have nothing but time and just have been doing it so long. They're just, okay, Cameron, like totally, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, they have the experience, you know? I mean, those guys have been doing it for that long. I mean, they know what they're doing, and they know how to get the sound you're looking for. So it's now, so you don't have a band at the moment?
Every time, if I go to, I have different guys for when I go to the Okanagan, and then when I stay on the island, I have, different guys, all old guys. They're the best.
Yes. Hell yeah. And so tell me a little bit about your show that's coming up on Saturday.
Oh yeah. Fuck, I'm nervous. Well, not nervous. I'm just hoping I feel better by then, dude.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's just I kind of set it up with the bar owner. It's just a bar, and it's like the Cam Whitcomb. I'll probably just hang out and meet people and say hi and see if anybody actually shows up. Apparently, a whole bunch of tickets sold or something. So
I'm sure I have.
I'm really excited actually.
Are you playing with a live? You're playing with a live group there, yeah?
Well, yeah. I got a bass player, a drummer, and a guitar player. Old guys.
Hell yeah. Are any of these guys the guys that went with you to the studio to record the tracks?
No. No. I don't know who Rob's gonna hire to do that, but I told him I wanted live like musicians. Like I wanted like I didn't want any fucking, because I want for one of the songs I was very adamant on getting cello player, because there's this cool instrumental part, and you know like my favorite album ever is MTV's Unplugged, Nirvana's MTV Unplugged. It's my favorite of all time. And so you know that Where Did You Sleep Last Night song, where like there's that instrumental like section, and then the cello comes in. It's just the most beautiful, crazy, bassy. It's my favorite thing in the fucking world. So I wanted to kind of do something similar. I don't know. Took a little inspiration from that.
I mean, yeah, you can't beat an incredible string part, you know, a string section on a track. You know, the 30 Seconds to Mars did something like that to one of their songs a long time ago. They've probably done it since then, but you talking about MTV Unplugged made me think about, I think it was on VH1 or something, but they did the Kill acoustic, but then had like a full orchestra behind it. And it was that same kind of thing. It just turned it into this beautiful arrangement. So I know exactly what you're talking about that for sure. So where is the show going to be at? Is it in
Nanaimo, at Vancouver Island, Nanaimo? It's at Piper's Pub off Hammond Bay Road. Kind of along the water. It's cool. It's for sure. My brother used to go there and get drunk when he was kind of my age. My brother's like 30 now. He has a wedding on the 8th. And he asked me to sing at his wedding, which is really cool because I didn't expect
awesome. It. Absolutely. Yeah. That's one of those experiences that, you'll remember that forever for sure. That's awesome.
I'm really excited actually. It's not like a full set, or anything, but it's so, you know, when they're signing the papers and whatever else, there's that, you know, that area of time. He's like, okay, well, I want you to come up and sing like All Yearn by Tyler Childers. And like nobody else knows that I'm singing except for me and Tim and the bride. So yeah.
That's awesome, man. That'll be a cool experience.
Yeah.
Well, look, man, we can wrap it up here. Do you have an idea when you're going to release the songs, or do you know what the date is yet, or have you got that far?
One coming out late August for sure. But hopefully, but yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna call him yet. Well, I kind of have a name, but yeah, no, late August. Hey, dude, yeah, great chatting with you. I apologize for last time too, man. Seriously,
it's all good, but hey, listen, I know things come up, and like I appreciate you even giving the time, especially now, man, with you not feeling well. Like I really appreciate you like taking the time and chatting with me. It's been really cool.
Yeah. Well, hey, let's do it again sometime, man. Let's keep in touch for sure.
Absolutely, man. I'll keep up with you, and I mean, I'm a fan, so I'm gonna be supporting you regardless.
Because now it seems like every time I try to learn a new song, it seems like you and that Marty music guy.
Dude, everybody, people who usually watch me also watch him. I can't say the reverse because he's huge, but I know a lot of people who watch my stuff also watch his stuff. So if you ever have any questions, dude, seriously, like I'm more than willing to, if you want to like Skype or something and you need help with a song or something, I'm more than willing to help you out. Just let me know.
Word. Okay. Appreciate it, man. That's awesome. Yeah, it was great chatting with you, man. Let's do it again for sure.
Absolutely, brother. Good luck to you. And I'll just, whenever you can, shoot me like a bio about you that I can put in the description for the video. Just whatever you want people to know about you, links to the music, whatever, your Instagram, socials. And I'll throw that in the description, and I'll let you know when we'll get it posted.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah, right on. Okay, thanks, brother.
Thanks, brother. Feel better.
Yeah, thanks.